So thanks for taking the time to join us and watch this recording. And so I want to introduce myself and my colleague. So I'm Therese, I'm the customer success specialist here at Ticket Tailor, and Rio here is the customer experience lead and very much product expert. I'm sure you even recognize her name from your time at Ticket Tailor. So let's start off with just mentioning like what is gift aid. Like I'm sure when you've done a donation, you've been asked to add a gift aid. So basically all UK-based charities, as well as community amateur sports club, can claim an extra 25p for every £1 donated from HMRC through gift aid, which can quickly add up to, you know, a lot of money and make a huge difference, which I'm sure it's why you're all here. So we've really worked hard on trying to make the process of claiming gift aid as easy and stress-free for you. So we're very excited to give you an overview and hopefully answer any questions you have. So the few things we will cover in our presentation is how to claim gift aid from a charity event, then how to claim gift aid to a charity property, and then as well giving tips and kind of tricks on exporting your gift aid report from the Ticket Tailor platform. So yeah, I'll probably just hand it over to Rio now.
Thanks, Therese. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick presentation to show you how we've built to help you with your gift aid donations. So I'll just share my screen. And I think you should be able to see my screen now. I'm going to run through step by step a quick overview, and then I'm going to jump into the Ticket Tailor platform and give a little demonstration about how to set up your events. So there's two types of Ticket Tailor events where you might be claiming gift aid. One is gift aid for a charity event, and one is gift aid for charity property. So starting with gift aid for a charity event, this is where you'll be selling your event tickets and you'll have an additional donation, and that's what you can claim gift aid on. The process for this should be really, really simple. You'll create an event, which I'm sure all of you have done. You'll add a donation, which is a special feature we've got to help you out collecting those all-important donations for your charities or community groups. And then our new feature that I want to showcase is our gift aid declaration for your checkout form. So that makes it really easy to collect all the information you need about gift aid. For claiming on charity property, it's a really similar process on Ticket Tailor, but obviously the gift aid donations are slightly different. If you've got charity property, you can claim on their entrance fee if it's 10% more than your general admission, or if you upgrade to a season pass. So it's a really similar process. You'll create your Ticket Tailor event and create a general admission ticket. And then you'll create either a ticket that's 10% more expensive or an upgrade to a season pass. I like to do this via an add-on, which I'll show you in a minute. And then you'll add some required questions to your checkout form, asking for the address and for a gift aid declaration submission. So it's hopefully quite an easy setup, which we'll walk you through right now. And then also once you've started selling tickets, once you've got your donations, once you've upgraded to your season passes, we've made it quite simple to export your gift aid reports. So again, I'll show you this and I'll show you how I would break this down into a gift aid donations report. But for events, because you're allowed to aggregate your donations, we'd recommend exporting an overview report after you've sold your tickets and taken your donations. And then for charity property, you'll need to upload individual donations to your spreadsheet. So it's best to do a line item report and get all of the information you need that way. But as I said, I'm going to jump into the product now and show you how I'd set both of these scenarios up. I'll start with charity events and then I'll move on to the process for charity property. So I'll just bouncing into my Ticket Tailor dashboard here. I've got some draft events here that I've started to create. So first I'll go to edit the event and tickets for my charity event. I've kept it really simple here. It's a Christmas event. I've just got one ticket type, but obviously your events can have as many or as few ticket types as you like. The really important part of this is to scroll down to the event settings and select this checkbox to allow your customers to make a donation. You can edit the donation title. You can add a description to say what it's for. So donations will combat climate change, for example. And then you can add a suggested donation amount. One thing I would recommend is putting a large donation amount in here. You don't want to undersell your charity. We know you all do amazing work, and typically the higher donation that's in here, people are willing to pay it. They're here buying tickets for your event. They are supporting you, and they can always take the donation off or reduce it if they like. So don't undersell yourself. So once you've added your donation section, save your event, and then go over to your checkout form. So your checkout form allows you obviously to ask questions to your ticket buyers. And if they're adding a donation, you want to ask them if they can add gift aid to their donation. So obviously that's all of the declaration to say they're a taxpayer and to add their address, etc. We've made this super simple. In the buyer only questions, you'll click it there, and then in the drop down, you'll be able to select a gift aid declaration for donations. So by clicking this ticket type, it will automatically populate with the standard gift aid declaration text that is on the government website. You can edit this if you want to add anything additional or like change the charity name. So this takes your box office name. Maybe your box office is different to your charity name, so you might want to edit that. But if not, you just save your custom question and it's all done. Obviously, you can add in any more questions that you like, but for now, I'm going to publish my event and show you how that looks. So if I'm buying a ticket for this charitable event, I've got one ticket in my basket, my donation's already populated. Maybe I even want to increase that donation. And because I've added a donation, it's asked for my gift aid declaration here. It's automatically asking for my address details, which you need for the gift aid form, and that's all collected for you. The next part, when you sold all your tickets, would be to export your orders so that you can create that report that you need to send over to HMRC. So that's really simple. You go to orders, click export orders, and I'd recommend doing an overview report. You can get quite a lot of details, but you can also simplify it. By clicking this box twice, it's going to reduce all of the information you pull out. And I'm going to filter my report so it just has kind of information I need. I'm going to add my donation amount in here, my order date, the order items, and then I'm going to remove the event details because I know which event they're buying for, and keep the buyer details in there. The custom questions are really important to export. So you want to keep them ticked because they contain the gift aid declaration. So in true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. Here is an exported overview report. So you can see here, I've exported it, I've put it into a Google spreadsheet here. I've got my column for my order dates. I've got my order items, which show you what people have bought. So 1 times ticket and 1 times donation. It shows you how much they've donated, their name, their address details. And my custom questions are going to appear here. So if I've added more custom questions, they'll all appear here. So this one about marketing emails, for example, is an additional question I might have asked. So you can ignore those. The one you want to look for is your gift aid donation. Obviously, you don't want to add any donations into your gift aid report that haven't declared that they're a taxpayer. So you're just looking for the ones with the 1 in the column here. The 0 we can't add. Obviously, in this case, I've got a very few donations, so it's really easy for me to see my total donation amounts here, just adding up the donations that have added gift aid. But if you're not, if you've got tons of donations and want a quicker way, there's a really easy function, which I would recommend, called filter. So if you press equals and write filter, this is in Google Sheets, then you'd select all of your gift aid declarations and then write the condition. So for all of my declarations in column J, from J1 to J4, if they are 1, then I want it to filter out here. So that's just an easy way to understand all of your gift aid declarations so that it's really easy to figure out a total by adding up the columns here to get your total gift aid amount. Like that. So obviously with gift aid declarations, the government allows you to aggregate donations up to £1,000. So if you've got gift aids under that, you can go into your report, pop in your event name here, your total gift aid amount. In this case, mine was 41, and put your last donation date. So that'd be your last order date of your form. And that should be a really easy and quick way after your event to round up all of your donations, pop it into the gift aid donations form and send it off to HMRC. So this spreadsheet you're looking at here, this is from the government website, but I'm sure you're all familiar with it and have seen it before. But if not, we can send a link to that out with the recording of this video as well, and all of the government information is on their website. I'm going to go back to Ticket Tailor now and show you the slight differences for if you have charity property and you're wanting to take gift aid on entrance tickets. So I'll go back to my events and click into my charity property event. Again, I'll start at the edit event form. So as I mentioned earlier, you're going to want to create your general admission ticket type. If you're taking donations on a ticket type that's 10% more expensive and you want to gift aid that way, it'd be really easy just to add like a donations ticket. And if my general admission is £5, maybe this ticket's going to be £5.50. Obviously, you want to pop your quantity in there. And in the description, you might put something about gift aid, like gift aid available on this ticket. Something like that. Once you've added your ticket, you can save your event. The other option, of course, is adding a season pass. So the way I like to do this is to add it as an add-on. So an add-on is a way to sell merchandise or other products to sort of upsell things. And also it's a really great way to add a season pass. So I've created my season pass already. You can add lots of different information here, but I won't spend too long on that for now. And the important thing is to link it to your event. So I've selected my event here, the admission to view charity property. I'm going to update it and it'll be linked to my event. So that's how to sell your season ticket upgrade or your 10% extra admission. And obviously the second part of gift aid is to get the declaration from your ticket buyer. So again, that's done in the checkout form. You'll want to collect the address from your attendees this time, from your ticket buyers, sorry, this time, and select that it's required so that they have to enter it. This just means that you definitely got it for every ticket buyer that leaves gift aid. The next step is to go to your attendee questions. And using this drop down, select a terms and conditions agreement. It's not quite as easy as the charity event, as you have to put in your gift aid declaration yourself. But I'm simply going to copy the gift aid declaration from the government website and paste it into my terms and conditions checkbox here. I'm not going to put it as a required question just because, you know, it's optional if people want to give gift aid or not. But I am going to select one of these two boxes depending on the type of gift aid I'm collecting. So I'm only going to show the question when an add-on has been purchased, if I've got the season ticket upgrade as an add-on, or if I'm using the 10% ticket type, I'd select that the question only applies to some ticket types and apply it to my donations ticket, and then save my event. But just to demonstrate how it works, I'm going to pop in the donations ticket and the question will appear here. My gift aid declaration has now appeared on the bottom of my checkout board. Again, when you've had like people upgrade your season pass or buy your additional ticket, you want to export it and then declare it to the government. So again, you're going to go to orders, click on export orders. And this time a line item report is easier because you're going to need to upload these donations line by line. So again, you can choose which details you need. You might not need all of this information before you export it. And your line item report might look something a bit more like this. So the line item report puts everything a ticket buyer's bought as a separate line. So they've bought a ticket and an add-on. It's going to give 2 lines for the same order. So this person's just made 1 order, but it's going to separate them out. That doesn't really matter since, as you know, all of the gift aid declarations is only shown for products that you can claim gift aid on. It's really easy to add to filter your information and add it into your gift aid report. This time I'm just going to filter my whole report by adding this little filter, which is a little triangle button here. I'm going to select just people that have answered my gift aid declaration. And I'm literally going to copy and paste their information into the line item, into the gift aid report here. So obviously you just need their first name, last name, address details, and the donation amount at the end. So hopefully that's really easy to copy over. Again, if you've got loads and loads of donations, you might want to use that filter function and then, you know, copy and paste it automatically into your spreadsheet. But yeah, hopefully it's a really easy way to collect and submit your gift aid forms. That hopefully wasn't too quick, but we'll send you out the recording, as we said, and you can go back and watch it, and we're here to help you with any questions via customer support if you ever need help with setting up events or exporting data.
Amazing. So yeah, but as Ria mentioned, if you have any other questions, like feel free to reach out to a customer support team whenever. We're super happy to help, and we're excited to have launched this feature, and I'm sure hopefully it'll come useful for all you guys. So yeah, thanks again for joining, and we'll be sending out the recording later today, as well as a copy of both the questions asked, so you can have it for reference.